Okay, so first thing, if you ask me why I have changed my career, okay, so into RPA world, the first things I will tell you, like that whenever I was in testing, manual testing, automation testing, there are lots of things I will tell you. After after learning all things like that core Java and your manual testing, automation testing, database, API, so after multiple things, and I was working as a automation tester. So after 5 years, I was not able to get job, not able to get the salary more than 10 lakhs package per annum. Okay, so the first things was salary problem. Also, second things, if you ask me, I was into testing. So so in testing there are lots of problem like that. People was more into testing world. Right now if you ask me the age of RPA is only 4 years. Okay, but if you ask me, the testing is more than 25 years. If you ask me the things called Java, so Java came into 1995. If you ask me the .NET, so .NET came in 2002. So all technology that already completed more than 20 years. Okay, but if you ask me like that, especially about RPA, like that, only 4 to 5 years completed in market. Okay, so first thing, people are very less. Okay, and second things, if you search on Google also top 10 technology to learn in your 2021, so you'll get first number RPA. You can see here robotic process automation on the top, and the second thing is called artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, so that's why I changed my career, because RPA is the one of the top technology to learn. Second things, it's easy to learn. Okay, so I will write one by one. I have lots of like your PPT, but we are not going to start this with PPT. It's take more time to go for that. You can see here the RPA introduction, all things. Okay, so first we'll understand why to start the RPA career. I will give you simple introduction. What is RPA? So you know that there is a RPA, it's a robotic process automation. Okay, so robotics means it's computer robot. It's not your hardware robot. So process means sequence of step like that. If you want to do anything like that, in anything like that, if you want to do PhD, so you have to go for 10, 12th and BTech and MTech. Okay, so process means it's series of step taken in order to achieve outcome. If you ask me for the real time in real world, so there are lots of like that, you know that there are multiple processes going on, like the banking process, your manufacturing process, and automation. You know that without touching your system, if you are able to do any type of things, that is called automation. Okay, so if you ask me one sentence, what is RPA? RPA is the software. It is a type of automation where machine or computer mimics like human action. Okay, so automate the business process by robot, it's called RPA. Okay, so first things, why to start the RPA? Okay, so if you go for any technology, if you ask me why to start RPA, I will write you all things on notepad. First we'll go one by one. So here the first reason, number one technology, you can see here on the Google. Okay, number one technology. Okay, second things I will tell you, easy to learn. Easy to learn means coding is not required. Easy to learn, low code platform. Okay, so I'll write here all things, low code platform. Okay, third thing I will tell you, age of RPA is only 4 years. Okay, so age of RPA, this technology I'm talking about, 4 to 5 years. Okay, so that is the max to max like it is 4 to 5 years. Okay, again fourth thing, people are very less. Okay, so community less, I'm only doing these things less. Fifth part, if you ask me, so within 1 month of time, so like the course duration, I can say 40 days is sufficient. 40 days is sufficient. 40 days sufficient to learn RPA. Okay, so 5 regions. Number one technology like that, easy to learn. Age of RPA is 4 to 5 years. Less in less coding required here, and within 40 days of time you are able to understand all the things in RPA. 6 things I will tell you, in apart from your RPA, if you go anywhere, it will take more than 3 months, 4 months. Like here, if you ask me the Python, so so if you go for these things like that, your artificial intelligence, machine learning, so it will take data scientist, multiple things is there. But if you go for that, there are multiple things required, like the time required more than 6 to 9 months. If you ask me, coding also required for multiple things. Okay, so after doing all things, if you go to the market, so compared to all technology, you get more salary in RPA world. Okay, so if you ask me what is the salary for 10 years plus experience, I can show you. So I can show you each and everything available on Google. You can search all things salary in the market like that for RPA developers and RPA solution architect salary. Okay, I can show you all things. Okay, so RPA solution architect salary is more than 20 lakhs package per annum. Okay, I can show you. So everything I'm talking about these things for India market. Let me show you. You can see here the highest salary for RPA solution at India is 25 lakhs package per annum and lowest is 17.5 per annum. That is for the RPA solution. You can see here the minimum salary is 17 lakhs package per annum. Okay, especially if you ask me what is the salary I can get in 4 to 5 years, so definitely I can I can say 10 to 15 years, not a big deal. Okay, so if you come to things like that, if I'll search senior RPA developer salary in market, okay, in India. Okay, so let me come here. So if you come to these things, one second, let me show you. Okay, so you can see here Cognizant like the 12.5, your Capgemini for 2 to 3 years they've given the less salary, 5 to 6 lakhs they've given, but 7 lakhs you can see your TCS 7 lakhs. But if you go for multiple things like that, definitely you can get up to 8 to 10 lakhs minimum salary. I'm talking about that. Okay, so this is the data like that. If you go for anywhere across India, 4 to 5 years people are getting up to 10 lakhs, and more than 10 years people are getting 18 to 25 lakhs package per annum. Okay, so this is the average salary people are getting in the market. Okay, so these things people are getting. Okay, let me come to these things. Okay, so this is the reason why I am saying for starting this career as a RPA, because of that's all reason, because here in this technology coding is not required, everything inbuilt. Okay, so if you go to the UiPath, I will come to UiPath part also. So there is coding is not required at all. You have not to do anything except coding, and it's especially RPA is especially for rule based and repeat tasks and and high level of volume. Okay, again one things also I will tell you, if you go anywhere people say RP and AI. Okay, so that is the both things, RP and AI. Okay, what is RP and what is AI? RP especially for structured data. Okay, so if you're going to automate any type of structured data, we'll go for the RPA. But if you want to automate any type of unstructured data that is not in structured way, so that's why we'll go for the AI. Okay, so in AI you have to go for multiple algorithms, and you have to go for machine learning. So multiple things required. So that's why we go for the AI also. So especially if you have rule-based tasks, any type of like the structured data, so there we'll go for the RPA, especially RPA. Okay, so this is the reason like that why we are going for RPA. Okay, so this is the things like that why we are going to start this RPA in 2022. Right now 2021 is going to complete, and if you ask me like that the things called how much time required, I can say 35 to 40 days is sufficient to understand whole RPA concept like that, whatever the application like that, your like your desktop application, web based application, PDF, Excel, email, database, your Google Cloud. Okay, so each and everything, if you ask me, 35 to 40 days sufficient, and you are able to understand. Okay, so if you ask me, let me come to one by one. So if you ask me what type of roles I can get in RPA, so you know that if you start as a fresher, you will get the job like that, your RP intern, business analyst, RP developer. Okay, so RP developer salary also have written 4 to 8 lakhs, and senior RP developer, if you ask me, 3 to 7 years, 7 to 18 lakhs package per annum people are getting. RPS solution architect, you can see here 20-25 lakhs, and after that you can go for the RPM manager role like the 20-25 lakhs, and especially for tester like that, whatever the people they are interested for like the testing field, definitely you can go for the RPA tester role. Okay, so RPA tester roles already available in market. If you want to test the bot, definitely you can go for the RPA tester role. Okay, so this is the things like that we have already discussed, what type process we have to automate, that is the web-based application, desktop, PDF, email, image, Citrix, database, and mainframe application. So these things you can go for automate this type of things. Okay, so in this course 100% we are going for the technical part like that, your coding and all things, 100 part practical we have to do. Okay, but apart from that, if you ask me what type of documents we are going to cover, okay, so I can pass these things. Documents means like that, if you are going to automate any type of things, if you ask me about especially about the testing, so in software testing there are lots of things like that, SRS, FRS, that is called a non-functional requirement specification, and multiple things is there. Okay, but if you come into RPA world, especially we'll start from your BRD. Okay, so BRD is especially for business requirement document. Okay, so if you come, what is business requirement document? Suppose that we are from Capgemini, and today we are getting any HDFC client, so they want to automate their business. They've already doing lots of process, and that is totally your manual process. Okay, so they want to automate their business. So what they will do, they will give one BRD. Okay, so BRD given by your client, and they will give these things. So we have, so that is totally non-technical document. So non-technical document means they've given the description, whatever the things they are doing as a manual task. Every day they come to office, they launch their website, they're going to download some Excel sheet, and after that manipulate some data, they're going to send to mail to some their client. Okay, so whatever the things, whatever the process already going on, you know that in HDFC Bank there are lots of process like that saving account bank, your RD, your FD, your like that, your stock market, your loan department is also there. Okay, TPOD. So multiple process already going on as a manual. Okay, so they want to automate their business. Okay, so they will give to me in Capgemini, and we are from Capgemini, and we are going to we are going to create one document. So that document is called PDD. Okay, so if you ask me, that is documents is totally created by your PA, but right now there are lots of developer also, they are creating these documents, and that is pure non-technical documents. Okay, so if you ask me in these documents what type things we are going to create. So in these documents we are going to create like the process overview, process description, what is the high level flow like that of that documents, what is in scope, what is out scope. In scope means what type things you are going to automate, what type things you're not going to automate. Okay, so in process there are multiple things not possible to automate, like the captcha, if you're getting any OTP, so that type of things it's not possible to automate. Okay, so what type things bot is going to automate, what type things bot is not going to automate. When they are going for schedule, what is the process overview. So suppose that we are going to automate one HDFC application. So in HDFC application like that, what is the application URL, like that BA will take your all the screenshot of that application. So first we are going to launch that website, first we are going to launch the Google Chrome, we are going for incognito window, so that will also will pass. So we are going to pass the URL. After passing this URL, we are going for the client. In client we have to go for the login credential window, so there we have to pass this login credential. So whatever the page we are going to open for that HDFC Bank, so each and every scenario we are going to capture, and that document, that all capture screen will pass in the PDT. Okay, that is called process and document. So there we'll go for the process overview, we'll pass this here like that, your like the overview, we'll pass one documents as is process. So that is called as is process. Okay, so in that documents we are going to cover all these things. Okay, so this PDD mostly created by your BA, but multiple developers right now they're created, so they are senior developers. So this is called PDD. Okay, after PDD, so whenever you will get the PDD sign up from your client, we go for the TDD. Okay, so next document is called technical design document, that is called solution design documents. Both name are same. So solution design documents, totally this is the pure technical documents. So in these documents we are going to these documents created by your senior RPA developer, senior RPA consultant, or your solution architect. Okay, so in these documents we are going to cover all technical things. Technical things means first we'll pass this high level flow, we are going to pass this as process, we are going to pass this your technical design documents. Okay, so sorry, in this document we are going to pass the to be process. Okay, to be process means high level flow. Okay, so high level means that is the click level. Okay, so click means whatever the step you are going to do, so everything you are going to mention. Okay, so I will tell you one website also that is called dra.io. So whatever the process. Okay, so so this is the things like that you can see here. We are going to launch the HDFC Bank, provide the credential. So here if you are going to use like that one the URL like that any browser. So if you want to add, definitely you are able to add like this way, and you can pass this the things called launch the bank app on Chrome. Okay, so this type of things we are going to create, this type of technical things we are going to create. Suppose that we have a multiple things like this is the web-based application we are discussing, and after that suppose that we are going to use this Excel. Okay, so what I will do, I will color with different things. Okay, so here I'll go, and here we are going to use these things. Let me show you. So suppose that here Excel is going to start. Okay, so what I will do, I'll change the color from here, and I'll connect like this way. Okay, so whatever the things like this is the Excel part. We're going to use the Excel sheet path. Okay, so this is your Excel. Okay, so whatever the application, suppose that after that Excel we are going to use any Outlook path. Okay, so here again I will connect this part with here. Let me connect. And so for these things required multiple practice. Okay, and here I'll change this color. Okay, right now I'm going to change with green color. Okay, so whatever the application, you can see here we have provided this 4 to 5 box, 1 2 3 4, and here we are going to for the numbering these things like that 1 2 3 4 5, and like this so on. We are going to pass this number 1 2 3 4 5 and so on. Okay, and after that also we'll create these things. We'll create the legend means like which color, which application we are going to use. So that things also we are going to pass like this way. You can pass this multiple things. Let me go here. Okay, so like this way you are able to provide these things like this is your proper application color. You can provide these things. Let me show you. Okay, so only I'm passing these two things. So this is your web-based application and this is your, okay, so this color I will do like that. This color, this is your web-based application and this is your Excel. So let me pass this Excel color, this one. And if you want to use these things, let me go here. So I will color with green color. Okay, so like this way we are able to create this type of documents and you are able to provide the name of your all things. Okay, so here I'll pass and I'll give all the things. Okay, so here we've used for the Outlook. Okay, so suppose that we have Outlook application. Okay, so like that we can pass. And this is your red color means like this is the your web application. Okay, so this is the way like that we create the to be process for each and everything, and we'll create on your click level. Okay, click level means like that whatever the each and every step we are going to mention here, and this is for the Excel. Okay, so easily anybody can understand whatever the application you use, you have provide the proper color. So like that after that if you see this diagram image, easily you are able to understand we've used this 3 color, and this is the like the clip level 1 2 3 4 5, and you are able to create. Okay, so like this way if you complete this part, you can press Ctrl save and you can go for save, and it will automatically save this into your web page. Okay, so automatically you're able to get these things into image part. Okay, so you're able to create in image part also. So there are lots of things they provided. You can go for save it and you can provide as a HTML or PNG. Okay, so automatically you are able to get the things as a automatically into image. Okay, so right now if you open, so this type things, and these things we are going to mention in your STD documents, that is called solution design documents. Okay, so this is the documents required for any type of RPA project. Okay, and this type of application we are going to automate. So let's come to the things called how to start this UiPath. So today we are going to discuss about this RPA path. Already we have launched. If you ask me how to launch, we have to open this window and we are going for UiPath. Okay, if you ask me how much time required for your UiPath like the installation, it will not take hardly more than 7 minutes. Okay, so 7 minutes sufficient to install, and 3 to 4 minutes sufficient to start any project. Okay, so right now if you want to create any type project, what you do, you have to click on this process and you have to pass this name of your project. Okay, so right now today we are going to start this 16th November basic program. Okay, so here we are going to pass these things. Let me go here. basic program. The first things, the name of your project, whatever the name of project, you can pass location by default. Okay, so if you are going to start this project in your system, so if you don't have any UiPath folder, so automatically inside your C users Naveen PC documents, automatically it will create your UiPath folder, and after that simple go for create. Okay, so language VB and C has like the C sharp they provided right now 1 to 2 months back. Before that was not available. So right now you'll go for create, and right now we are going to start this project. For starting this project, it will not take hardly more than 2 minutes time also. Okay, so 2 minutes sufficient. Okay, so if your system is fast, even 1 minute is sufficient. Okay, so adding the dependency, right now we are able to create this type of project. Okay, so whenever you come first time, like that is called home page. Okay, so that is the landing page of UiPath. You can see here, this is the landing page where you're able to create all this process, where you're able to create all the things. And whenever you create this project, you will come on the second page. This is called design page, where we are able to design all the program. So one by one I will tell you these things. First we'll discuss about this panel. So like that in bottom you can see here, this is the project panel. So in project panel, we will lots of dependency and these things. So one by one will come. So first thing, this is called interface of UiPath: home, design, and debug. Okay. So let me discuss the home. We have already discussed the project. And left side, you can see here, there are the lots of things called tools. If you want to automate the Chrome, Firefox, Edge. Okay. So multiple projects you want to start. So you have to simple click on Edge. And right now you have to, if you want to start, you have to click on OK, and you're able to installation, get all things. So you're able to install the extension. Okay, so you can see here UiPath extension for Edge was successfully installed, or current user need to enable the browser extension by navigating to the extension, restart the application. Okay, so like this way we are able to go for Firefox. If you want to install the Firefox, you have to install this extension, and you're able to install like this way. Okay, so you have to click on add, and you're able to get the extension. Okay, so you will get the UiPath extension. Okay, if you come to my Google Chrome extension, so already I've installed this Google Chrome. So you can see here, this is my Google Chrome extension. Okay, so first time each and everything required, and this is the things called team they provide for the SPN and TFS, and help they have given this things like that. Your version, this is 2021.10.3. In setting they have given for language, more than 9 languages they support, more than 9 sorry, 2 theme also support. So this is all about home, especially for the creating a project. If you have already any project, what you have to go for that, you have to click on open, and you across your system, like in documents you have a UiPath folder. So in UiPath folder you can see the multiple projects already available. Okay, so whatever the project, whatever the process you want to open, you are able to go there and you are able to open. Okay, so this is my new laptop from August. I have all data. So you can see here 29th August first class. You can go for that. You can change this work profiles, and you're able to get all the program from zero. So this is called interface, like the first interface, like the home. And after that, you can see here the design. So here we create all program like that. You can see here this debugging files. You can see here the managed package, one by one will come. Data scraping, especially for scraping your data. Screen scraping, especially for scraping your current screen, like the desktop screen. And debug, especially if you want to go for debugging like that, you can go for a step into step over. So these things they're given. Okay, let's come to this project panel. So this is the things like today we've given the date called 16th November basic program, and come to dependency. Okay, so here you can see here the UiPath dependency. So by default, whenever you are going to install this project, so there you will get the 4 dependency for UiPath.excel.activity, UiPath.mail.activity, UiPath.system.activity, and UiPath.UI So by default, they provided the 4 dependency. Okay, so if you ask me what is dependency, dependency is nothing but whatever process you are going to automate. So that extension that is already installed. Like if you want to automate the Excel, you are able to automate mail. So based on dependency, we are getting all activity. Okay, so if you ask me what is activity, activity is nothing but whatever process you want to automate, whatever the process you want to automate. So for that, for every application, they've given the proper activity. Whatever the action you want to perform, for everything they've given the activity. If your dependency is available like that, you can see here the Excel. If you go to the activity panel, and if you search this things called Excel, so you will be able to get all Excel activity. Okay, so whatever the action you want to perform, you will get all the action. Okay, let me come to project panel. So you can see here we don't have any database activity. Okay, if you come to activity also, we don't have database. Okay, because by default they do not provide any type of database. So what to do right now, I'll try to install the package. I will go for manage package, and there I'll go for all packages, and there I'll go for UiPath dot database. Okay, so we'll go for UiPath.database and we are going to install the database package from here. Okay, let me go here. So that is not correct. So that's why we are getting problem. Okay, so this is the things we are going to install and we are going to save these things. So right now we are going to adding this dependency. So automatically in project panel, it will show your all dependency. Okay, sometimes if it's not showing, you have to click on this refresh button and automatically you will get the database.activity. So whenever you come to activity panel and whenever you search like the database, automatically you can see all database activity already available. Okay, so like this way, this is the managed package. It's work for that updates. If you want to update anything, so you have to go for the control P and you're able to install all things. Okay, so let me come here. This is the project panel and here I want to create some program. What to do right now, this is the first things. Whenever you come here, there are the things called new. Okay, so they can see the sequence, flowchart, state machine. This is the three types of workflow. Okay, so first thing, what is workflow? In RPA world, it's called workflow means like that. This is the sub process, sub program of your project. So they've given the particular name, that is the sequence, flowchart, state machine. One by one I will come for that. So like this way you can start. Okay, suppose if you selected the sequence and if you given the name or sequence. Okay, I'm not going to change the name. If you click on create, automatically one sub program you are able to get here and you're able to open the sequence by default. Okay, so this is the name of your program. Okay, but if you come here, by default whenever you are going to start any type of project, by default we are getting the main.xml file. Okay, so main.jml file we are getting by as a default. Okay, so this is the main.xml file we are getting here. So this is the things especially for orchestrator. This is especially thing for your unattended word, that is called backend word. So by default in every project you can get. Okay, but apart from that, if you want to create like this way, you can go for new, you can go for sequence one, you're able to create multiple ways. Okay, again after 2019 version, they've given one features in UiPath also. Suppose that you are going to start one project from today onwards and you have multiple developers, so you want to create with your project name, your date, so each and everything it's possible to create in one project. Okay, so what to do right now, I will click on this part like it's 16 November, go for add and go for the folder. So there I can pass these things called 16th November 1st. Okay, so like this way, you can pass one folder inside your project. Try to understand. This is the folder. Folder means inside this project we have created. Every day, whenever I will come, I can create the different process, different folder, and in folder I can add these things, add and go for the sequence. Right now, I'm giving the things called. We are starting one program that is name called message box. Okay, so this is the message box program you can see here, and this is the left side. You can see this is the project panel, and after project panel, I already told you this is called activity. Activity is nothing but whatever action you want to do. If you go for Java, there you write the things called system.out.println. Okay, system.out.println is especially for writing the things called hello, but in UiPath not required to write any code. There is predefined already activities there, that is called message box. Okay, so directly you can take this message box. Okay, so before going to drag and drop, this is the drag and drop tool. You have to drag this activity to the activity, this panel you have to drag and drop. Okay, here if you come like that, we are getting this variable panel. This is the variable panel. Okay, so let me drag and drop this activity, and after that I will show you how to pass the data. Okay, so this is the activity, and first time whenever you drag and drop this activity, we are getting this red sign, and this is the like that symbol of your error, like the symbol of your, we're getting this type of things. So this is your child error, like that. This is the symbol of error we are getting here. So, and this is your parent error. You can see your parent error and child error. Okay, so text must be quoted. Okay, so it's very clear written. Whatever the data you are going to write, everything will be double quote. Okay, so directly I can pass double quote. I can pass hello UiPath message box automation. Okay, so this type things I can pass directly into this message box. So every time what you do, control S, that is the shortcut. Each and everything I'll provide you. I can show you this type things I'll provide you to everyone. So I get what is the components, what is the interface, what is the workflow, what is the shortcuts. Okay, so each and everything is like the .NET function, like it, what activities there. So one by one I'll provide all things for you. Understand? Okay, so here we have passed this is the message box, and this is the activity name by default. Okay, if you want to change, you can go for this things rename, and you can pass this first message box. Like this way you can pass. Okay, second message box I want to pass, simple drag and drop message box, so you can pass this as a second message. Okay, second message. Okay, so every time control is and run this program. Okay, so if you run this program, what will happen? One time, first time it will come on your console like that, hi UiPath, and second time it will come as a second message box. Okay, if you want to do the delay like that, 1 second of delay or 2 second of delay, what you can do here, we can go for delay activity, and you can pass this 1 second of wait. You can pass here 0 0 1 second of wait. Okay, so like this way you can pass this delay. Okay, so this is the three activity we use: message box, delay, and again delay. Okay, in this message box I want to pass the data from variable. Okay, so in UiPath you're able to create the variable. If you ask me what is variable is especially for storing the data. Okay, so any type of primitive data and non-primitive data you can take here. You can go for variable, and here you can pass these things called data. Okay, variable type like that, we provide this string, and scope, this is the access modifier. I will also tell you like the public and private. We'll go for that, and here I want to pass this data. This is message box automation. Okay, so this is the message box automation, and same thing I'll try to pass in message box. Okay, save and run this program. So one by one, if you run this program, automatically you can get these things. We are getting this hello UiPath message box, first part. Second part, we are getting second message box, and third part, this is message box automation. Okay, so like this way we are able to get all things. So this is the variable part. Here we pass this variable, so we get this variable panel. This is called variable panel name, variable type, scope also we'll discuss later, public and private, and here we have assigned some data into this variable. Okay, so like this way we can pass these things, and we're able to automate. And this data, if you want to pass in one message box like that particular, like that whenever you write on pen, sorry, in copy, like if you want to pass like first on first number, second number, third number, if you want to display, this is right now we are displaying these things like it in horizontal way. If you want to display in like it vertical, one by one, like that, if you want to press enter in message box, so how to display also I will tell you. Suppose that here I want to display hello. Okay, and after that on second line I want to display something like that, your variable. Okay, we can pass plus sign means we are going to do the concatenate, and we can pass this data, and again I can pass this data and plus hi. Okay, suppose that these things I want to display in 3 lines. Okay, first I'll show you how it's appear without using the code, and second, and this is your third data. Let me show you. Let me run this program, and you are able to understand what I'm saying. So this is the first way, hello UiPath message box automation. Second way, we are getting these things like the second message box, and third message box, this is message box automation, and fourth, hello, this is message box, and third is hi. I want to keep on enter button like that. First I want to display hello, second this is message box automation, and third hi. Okay, so I want to display line by line. What type of code I will do, I'll show you. Okay, so here I'll go and I'll pass some code here. Okay, so I can show you that is very simple code that is called VBCR, and after data also I'll use this VBCR. Okay, it's very simple .NET code I have passed here. So whenever you run this program, automatically you will get in proper line one by one. Okay, so we are getting this hello UiPath message box automation, and we are getting this second message box. This is message box, and fourth you can see here hello. This is message box automation, and third as a hi. Okay, so each and every time we are able to display these things. Okay, right now I want to display these things. We have already displayed these things. So right now I want to automate one notepad. Okay, how to automate the notepad I will tell you. Again I will go here and I will go for the flowchart right now. Okay, flowchart, I will tell you the sequence especially for a small project, flowchart especially for a small project as well as your large project. Okay, right now I'm going to pass this notepad automation. So notepad, the use case is first you have to launch this notepad manually. we have to write something in notepad and we have to save something. Okay, so the same thing we are going to do with UiPath. What we'll do, we are going to launch the notepad first. Okay, so for launching these things, we have an activity. I will take this activity called open application. So open application is especially for launching this any type of desktop application. So we'll go here and we'll try to indicate on screen. We'll go for open like notepad, and after that we have to write something. So that's why I'm going to take one activity that is called type into. Type into especially for typing the data into one proper text. So there I'll go for these things. Everyone, this is notepad automation. Okay. So after that, what we'll do, we'll go for send hotkey. Send hotkey, if you ask me what is send hotkey especially for controlling your keyboard. So we can capture, we can pass this control S. Okay, so if you run this program till now, what will happen, it's going to launch your notepad, and after that it's try to write the data like that. Hi, this is everyone, this is notepad automation, and after that it's trying to go for the save. Okay, so if you come here, we have to write some here like the name of your notepad, and right now you have to click on save. Okay, so I'll go to UiPath and there I'll write the code for that. So I'll take this, the type into, okay, and type into, and I will take this click. Okay, so I can pass this the name. First we'll capture your we'll spy your place, and we can pass this 16th November notepad. And after that we'll go for click activity. Click especially for clicking these things. Let me drag and drop, and we'll try to indicate on screen. We'll try to go for this save. So there we'll go for saving these things. Okay, so here we are going to save this notepad. So if you run till now, it will try to save also. Okay, after saving this notepad, what you do, we have to close this notepad. So what I will do, I'll go for here and I'll try to go for close application. So close application is especially for closing this notepad. We are going for this close application. We'll try to indicate on screen and we'll try to go for closing this notepad. So like this way, we can go for launch this notepad. We can pass all things. And before going to close, if you want to go for delay, like that 1 second of wait. So what we have to do, we have to pass this delay and we have to pass this proper time. So it will wait for your 1 second of time. Okay. So whatever the time you pass, if you pass the 1 hour, so bot will going to wait up to 1 hour. Okay, right now I pass this 1 second of wait. So particular 1 second, it's going to wait for your particular notepad, and then it will try to close. Okay, so we've already launched this notepad. Try to go for doing these things, save the notepad and close the notepad. Okay, so whatever the notepad I have opened, that is whatever the notepad launched by your bot, that is also saved. Okay, so like this way we can automate this type of notepad using UiPath. Okay, again we are going for automate one web-based application. Let me show you. So here I'll go for these things. We're going for flowchart, and here I'm going to pass, so BP travel web automation. So this is the things like it, we are going to automate one web-based application. So first let me show this, that web-based application. I'm trying to show you these things on Internet Explorer, and we are going to launch that website today. Okay. So this is the website. Okay, so what we do, we have to launch this URL. Okay, and we have to provide this credential. You have to click on login button. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go to activity panel, and here we'll try to take this open browser. Okay, so open browser is especially for launching this page. So we'll go here and we'll try to go for pass this URL. Okay, so like this way also you're able to pass. Okay, so if you run this program, it's definitely it's going to launch these things. But what I will suggest you, let me run this program till here. Let me save and let me run this program. Okay, so it will open the new window of your Internet Explorer, and it's going to launch your browser. Okay, okay, so what I will suggest you, instead of passing this URL here directly, come to variables panel, create one URL like that. We can pass URL, and in default value we are going to pass the same URL. Okay, so instead of passing these things here directly, we'll pass this variable. It will look better than you're passing double quote. Okay, save, and after that we are going for maximize window. Okay, so So like this way, maximize window, and after that we have to automate these things. Okay, we'll go for type into simple drag and drop your id, simple drag and drop your like password, and one by one we have to spy. Okay, so we are going to spy your like get your id password test like this way, and after that we'll go for the click, simple drag and drop your click activity and go for the passing this thing. So there I'll try to pass this things, click for login. Okay, so here I'll trying to pass this things called double quote, and this is your id. So in double quote I'll pass this, the id is admin, so I can pass this things as a admin, save, and here also I'll try to pass this as a admin. So if you run this program till now, what will happen? A bot is going to launch this browser. Bot is going to pass this ID. Bot is going to pass this password and try to go for login. So we are able to log into this picture like this scenario. This way, this is aviation sector website. Okay, so their client is going to move from one city to another city. So let me show you through first manually. We are going to click on create code. Okay, so there we are going to create one code. So right now I'm going to click on create code. Okay, so whenever you click on this create code, one page will open. Okay, we have to fill some form, you can see here. So we have to pass this from, you have to pass this to, you have to pass this departure date. So till one way we'll try to automate, and after that everything's same. Okay, so till one way we are able to, we are going to automate these things. So what we'll do here, we'll come to this UiPath, and here we are going to use one activity that is called select item. Okay, select item is especially for using this drop down. So we are going to use this select item for the drop down, simple drag and drop select item for 2 times because we were 2 drop down, and we are going to spy that drop down. Okay, so this is the from and this is the to. Okay, so from means like it we are flying from one place to another place. So this is the aviation sector. If you come to my website, I get this from, so if you open, you're getting the multiple city. Okay, if you come to here, you can see here multiple city. Okay, so what to do right now, the same thing, if you come to my UiPath already captured and the same city we are getting here, I'm going to select my Belgium, Brussels, and after that we are going to pass this different city. We are going to pass this Belgium and Brussels. We are going for Brussels and save, and after that we are going for passing this things. We are going for type into. Okay, let me pass this type into, let me uh, departure date, and after that we are going for the one. Okay, so here I'm going to pass the things called 10th of December, so 2020. Okay, so right now we have passed this departure, and after that we have to click for logout, and after that we have to close this browser also. Okay, so here you can see here, this is a logout button they have given. So I'll try to click on logout, and after that we have to close the browser. Okay, one thing I will clear you, logout, this is the things called click, especially it will log out your application. This is a web-based application, it will not going to close your web-based application. Okay, so here especially for closing this tab, try to understand there is multiple window open, 1 2 3, and if you run this program again, one window is going to open. Okay, if you're going to use, if you want to close this window, what we'll do, we'll use one activity that is called close tab to close these things. So close tab, we are going to use this close tab. Okay, so particular this window it's going to close. Okay, again I will tell you, let me run this program and let me show you. Again I'm telling you these things, already we have a 3 windows open, and right now we're going to launch 4th window. We pass this credential, go for login, create code, passing this from and to departure one way, or logout and complete, but still my 3 windows already open. Okay, tomorrow if your client say what to do, right now we have to close all the window whatever open. So what to do right now, I'll try to go for doing these things like that. We're going to use one activity that is called kill process. Okay, so kill process, especially for killing your application whatever open, we'll go for that, and we are trying to connect with here. Okay, first it's going to close your all the browser whatever already open. I'll try to pass this URL name like that, browser name, I explore. Go for okay. Let me run this program, save, and let me run this program. So right now you can see here all my browser is already closed. We are going for create code. We are passing these things departure date. We are going for logout, and right now we are able to close these things. Okay, so like how, like this way we are going to pass these things, and we are able to automate the web-based application. Okay, so hi guys, so today we have completed the multiple things like your message box, your desktop automation, web automation. Okay, so thank you for joining this session.